Good afternoon world from the little island of Siargao here in the Philippines. You notice I'm actually sitting on the other side of the car today. Sacha is in the driver's seat, Story is in the back there, and we are heading across the island to pick up a food delivery. We mentioned recently that tofu is in short supply on Siargao Island, and we have found a supplier, so we're going to go and see what that's like. Hopefully it's good quality. He's made it himself, so that could be good or bad.
Well, I think we have eaten and bought his tofu before because he supplies some of the shops.
Yes.
And whenever we see it in the shops, we buy a whole load. So I'm pretty sure we have eaten this same tofu before.
Yeah. The local version of tofu here is called Tofu, I think. And it is basically just soybeans that have been squashed down into a block, and it just tastes like regular tofu to me. Especially when you deep fry it with all the spices and everything. I never used to like the stuff, but now I'm a big fan of it.
We eat it all the time. As a vegan family, this is like our main one of our main food groups.
Yes.
Tofu.
If we can find it.
Yeah.
We are just coming up to the Crocodile Marsh, and yet we've never ever seen one in 3 years. We know that they've been released here because we can see the press release posts online. They released a load of Philippines crocodiles several years back. I think the last time we stopped here was when we were still driving a tuk-tuk with our other dog Eden, and we walked down to check out if we could see any crocs. This is the sign that tells you that there are crocodiles here, and this is the little viewing deck. Well, we've never seen one ever, have we?
There's a staircase down here.
Yeah.
Look.
There's also a staircase that leads to the top as well, but it's just supposed to be an observation deck, I think.
Yeah.
You think we're going to get lucky and find a crocodile today?
I see a tree stump.
Yeah.
There's a tree stump there. I'm trying to be careful. Why is there bubbles?
It's unclear how far this marsh goes. I think it goes around the corner and perhaps joins up with some of the mangroves, but it doesn't look like it when you're driving by on the road because it kind of goes behind a mountain. None of the tourist vans ever stop here either.
No, I have seen people stopping here, but yeah, not at all.
Yeah, the tours don't stop here, which means that
Exciting.
no, well, the locals know, isn't it? You're not going to see anything.
Yeah, I think if they are here, they're way out in the middle of the marshy bit where you wouldn't ever see them.
Yeah, I think they're shy creatures, aren't they? They don't want the hustle and bustle of human activity. Just birdies here.
Unless you take a boat all the way out there.
You never see boat trips either though, do you?
Yeah, but unless you want to see one, you just have to ride a boat out there, like get knocked over.
One massive project they've been doing since we got to this island was putting this net along the side of the mountain here to stop landslides, and they've only just finished doing it after a couple of years' work. There is a second monitoring station down the road, but it's the same thing. It's overlooking the same area. Here is the second monitoring station here. Goes off into the marsh. There's a man down there, but you can't really see anything from there. There's no water either, so I can't imagine many crocs would be hanging out there. There doesn't seem to be much of a food supply either for them, does there? I don't see any fish.
Yeah, not really.
Well, if you should always get like some meat, like throw it very far,
Yeah.
and you'll find one.
Oh, you're a croc handler now. You know all about handling crocs. It takes about 25 minutes to get here. This is where our tofu is living right now, at a wood workshop. One of the workers, Axel, that we know is the tofu guy, and we haven't actually been to this branch of the Siargao Green Artisans. It's a new one. They used to be in town in General Luna, and now they've moved here.
This is gonna go. No,
I think we just got here in time. We was about to go out for lunch. That was lucky. We'd have to sit here for like an hour or go and do some shopping.
Quick, go get the tofu.
This is the new location. I can see my bag of tofu coming. We just caught you. Nice,
Axel.
Cheers. Wow.
So just feel free to drop by anytime, but we are not
You don't-
open tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow for the Holy Week, yeah?
Yeah, for the Holy Week, everyone is kind of slowing down.
Yeah. Yeah, we did just catch him in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of tofu.
Excellent.
Can you smell that, Story?
Look, stinky.
Yummy smell.
Like stinky poo smell.
It smells like feet, doesn't it?
It is quite cheesy.
Yeah.
It smells like my feet.
Your feet. That's why I brought this box with us.
Oh, yuck, yuck, yuck,
You still
yuck.
smell it?
Yes.
I brought these like
Ice packs.
Yeah, just to keep it cool.
Yeah, because
And
we
then-
are going to the supermarket now, which is just a little way on from here.
Yeah, it's not far from here at all. So he was actually heading out not for lunch, but to actually deliver more tofu to some of the restaurants in the island. So yeah,
Okay.
and he said if we need more, no problem. Just
Yes.
he can handle bigger loads than this as
Oh,
well.
good. All right.
This is what the tofu blocks look like. They always come wrapped in a little bit of plastic, which I think next time, because it's our first order, we didn't do that, but we'll ask him if it's possible to just get it in one big block
How
instead.
big is it? A kilo?
This was 14 blocks, each block is 200 grams.
So we've got 2.5 kilos of good quality, freshly handmade tofu there. We will definitely be buying more. That should last us a week.
The bad thing about this is like, you know, they come wrapped up in like plastic. Like, well, if you didn't know that and you just put it in the basket and you came home and you're like, oh, it's not wrapped up in plastic, you'll like start cutting it and then you eat it and you're basically eating plastic and tofu.
Yeah, that.
Tofu.
I was also supposed to ask them if they could make us a wooden coffee tamper for our coffee jack, but because we've got the clay one that I just showed you in yesterday's vlog, don't need it just yet. So we're going to wait until after the Holy Week because they're going to go on holiday tomorrow, and we're just going to use this opportunity to head to the supermarket now and pick up some almond milk, which is very useful for our breakfasts. Actually, we haven't eaten anything yet. Sacha and Story eats in the morning. Sacha and I intermittent fast, so we actually don't eat roughly until just before lunchtime, but we've gone way past that now because of busyness. There is actually a new coffee shop outside of Pure Gold Supermarket, which is run by the people who run one of our favourite restaurants in town. So I'm interested to see if they've got good coffee there. Maybe we'll try it out. I can hear some music playing outside the coffee shop
They
bit.
always do that.
The coffee shop was playing music as well, so I wasn't sure if it's going to be open today.
Yeah.
Something else this island is really missing is a good car wash somewhere convenient.
We've needed to wash the car for ages.
There's only
Oh, hi.
the owners of Trogon's Perch. Yeah, go on.
And yeah, there's nowhere to take it.
Yeah.
It's like little tiny roadside places, but then there's nowhere to sit, there's nowhere to go while they do it. It takes over an hour.
Yeah,
So
and if they're washing a motorbike, you have to wait for them to finish that motorbike before you can get the car on the ramp. So you could be there for like 2 hours. Funnily enough, Axel was saying that he was going to be delivering tofu to Trogon's Perch today, so they probably met up at some point. Now we're in the supermarket first. One thing I mentioned the other day is finding things on this island. We bought this last week, strawberry jam, sugar-free. Now it's the only one left. I had to search hard for it. So once this one is gone, there'll be no more sugar-free jam on this island. So we've come to the pit stop by Surigao. This place has been here for a few months actually, but it's just under new management now. We actually had to bring our own almond milk with us because they don't have any non-dairy options. And this is how it turned out.
This one.
So it looks alright, doesn't it? Second one coming.
Heidi.
Salamat. So we just bought that milky almond milk from the shop and brought it over. And they said they could make us the cappuccino with it.
this is a double shot as well.
Yeah, double shot of espresso with our own steamed milk in it. Is it alright?
Right.
It's not bad actually.
It's
Yeah.
not bad, isn't it?
It's kind of like a home brew.
Sweet pie.
There's a little bit of sugar in this milk, so this is technically our first meal of the day, Sash.
Yeah, it's gone way past lunchtime now. We thought we'd be back by now, but shopping took a bit longer than expected.
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock. Extended fast. Alright, all done. I don't think I'd get coffee from there again. We ended up paying 80 pesos per shot. So for a double shot of espresso inside a coffee where we provided our own milk was 160 pesos per coffee. It's technically the most expensive coffee you can buy here in Surigao.
Shrug out.
Surigao.
It was okay. It tasted fine.
Yeah, it's
Well
fine.
made.
Yeah, but we provided our own milk and we
Yeah.
paid like 10 pesos more than we'd pay at Spotted Pig, which is a
Yes.
professional cafe.
We stumped them.
Yeah, it was a bit of a challenge. I think they need a little bit more time to get their feet together.
It means we gave them a puzzle to work out.
Yeah, we made it tricky. We said, can you make it with almond milk instead of cow's milk?
They were like,
What?
what?
We're almost home, but before we go home, we're going to stop at a little veg store in town to pick up some vegetables. But we don't have any cash, and most vegetable shops don't use Gcash, so we need to get some cash. And we're just pulled up outside our village kind of ATM. It's a way of
Yeah.
getting cash out without using an ATM.
There's no ATMs in the town that we live. So
Yes.
this is the only way we can actually get some cash. And also like the fuel stations, petrol stations, they only take cash. So if I only have digital money, we can't get petrol. So this is where I come to get a little bit of cash. Can I do a Gcash cash out? Thanks.
You know what that is, Mummy?
That is
Chicken
feed. This is like food for chickens.
And the popcorn.
Corn. It's not popcorn, it's chicken food.
Who's that?
Hello, sweet cat.
Look at this little pug out there. Hello, pug. Selamat.
Salamat, thank you. Alright, got a little bit of cash, we can get veg. Hey, sweet doggies.
The cuties of Pilar.
Aw, the German Shepherds.
Hello.
Hey, sweetie.
They're not bothered, are they?
Quite rough.
Is it? Alright, let's get in. Final stop of the day. We were driving back to the main road and then we discovered a little veg shop right here. Seem to have quite a bit of stuff. Oh, they've got spring onions. My favourite. Yeah, and oranges.
And durian.
Oh, everything. Do you want to get some oranges, Story, so you can have orange juice?
Yes.
Yeah?
The
Okay.
only unvegan thing here is the fish.
Yeah.
But all the other stuff.
Right, let's pick some sweet potatoes around here.
Sweet potato chips.
Big pile of sweet potatoes. Maybe that's cassava next to it as well, I think.
We need watermelon.
Yeah, can you take these?
Oh, thanks.
Okay. Haven't had grapes for a while,
I
have
found a
we?
baby patootie.
Okay, let's get some grapes. We can freeze them, Jay.
Got it?
Yeah, I've got that one.
Selamat.
Okay, Salamat, thank you. Okay, shopping village style. Look, you can even buy some little plates here as well.
Yeah.
Little ceramics.
Sale.
I think they are. They've got prices on.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. 60 pesos for a plate. Story, what have you got? What did you choose?
I have an apple.
Yeah, a little apple. You're going to have that when you get home?
Yeah, it looks plastic because of these bits. Look, it looks plastic
Yeah.
from those bits.
Hello, Shilako. No stroke? Last remaining dog of the land? You sweet dog. Let's see our dog, Poppy. Poppy! I knew you'd give me a cuddle. I knew you'd give me a cuddle.
So this is all we picked up in the little village veg and fruit store, and the total for all of this came to 888 pesos, which is $16 or about 13 British pounds. We've got a ginormous cassava there, which we're going to air fry to make cassava chips, which we all really like. We've got a whole watermelon, whole pumpkin, sweet potatoes, 3 beautiful mangoes, some oranges that I'm going to juice for Story, a whole bunch of grapes and a whole bunch of bananas. So I actually think that's pretty good. 1 apple left there. Story's actually eating an apple right now, so there was 2. I think that's pretty good, Joe, don't you?
It is, yeah.
It's quite cheap compared to some of the other shops that we've been to.
It's the first time we found that shop as well.
Yeah. I'm going to end the vlog for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Coming shopping with us, picking up our tofu. Island life. We'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.